Martha Brookbank, licensed real estate salesperson with Valley Market Real Estate based in Palmer, Alaska. Today I want to talk to you about the cheapest places to live in Alaska. So if you're considering a move to Alaska, you may have heard that the cost of living here is quite high, especially compared to the rest of the lower 48. And I'm sure that is a concern, as it would be with anyone. So it makes sense that maybe you would have done a Google search and typed into the search bar cheapest places to live in Alaska. So as a real estate agent, I've thought about that, and I did my own Google search recently and typed cheapest places to live in Alaska in the search bar. And what I found was a lot of misinformation or misleading information. So I want to debunk that today. So these websites that listed specific towns that were supposedly the cheapest places to live in Alaska, they listed places like King Cove, Sandpoint, and other small villages or towns in the state. And they used information based on the cost of buying a home or what the average rent price was, and sometimes the median income. But to me, it was clear that whoever had authored these articles had never actually been to Alaska, because if they were more familiar with our state, they would have known that information, those statistics, can be very deceiving. So take a place like King Cove. Yes, the median income may seem quite high because some people who live there are probably commercial fishermen just based on their location, but King Cove is not connected to the road system, as are many of the small towns and villages that were listed. Now, if you're not connected to the road system, the cost of transporting goods is going to make them very expensive. So the cost of groceries, the cost of building material, the cost of fuel, these are all going to be much higher in the villages or small towns, remote locations in Alaska. So you can't simply look at median income and housing costs to gauge what's going to be the cheapest place to live in the state. Alaska is big. We are the biggest state by far, but we have very few roads connecting places in Alaska. Our road system covers a very small portion of the state, and there's only one highway in and out. So that plays a huge factor when you're looking at where the cheapest places in Alaska to live are. Now, I'm not going to list towns in Alaska ranked from 1 to 10 of where's the cheapest, because I think there are many factors and many things that go into what makes a town right for you. But what I will say is that the cheapest places to live are going to be the more populated areas that are connected to the road system and that have a closer proximity to Anchorage, which is our largest port, where we get everything shipped up, from groceries to furniture, anything in the state that is for sale, you name it. It probably came through Anchorage or was, trucked up through the Alcan. So the closer proximity to Anchorage, probably the cheaper the cost of living. So cheapest places to live are going to be on the road system. That's Wasilla, Palmer, Eagle River, Chugiak, Anchorage, Fairbanks. I could go on and on, but I'll let you do the research there. Another thing to consider is your proximity to work. Many people in the state have quite a long commute to get to their jobs, and that could make your cost of living higher if you're paying more in fuel. So hopefully I cleared up some confusion about the cheapest place to live in Alaska. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you transition. If you're moving to Alaska, that is what I do. So give me a call, shoot me an email, subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting new videos every week. Thanks.